Okay, so I've been out here for a few hours. I just want to go home. The Manicorn is definitely real. I don't want to find him anymore. Mom, Dad, I'm not gonna make it back. I love you, and goodbye. Little bro, I just want to tell you, do not freaking touch my N64. That shit is gonna be valuable someday. It's gonna be an antique. I have a Banjo-Kazooie cartridge in there, and if you frick up my sorry, oh shit, fuck.
Hi, my name is Christopher Robin, and I am a film student at the University of and I've been assigned to do a documentary this semester. The only problem was I just couldn't think of what to focus on. However, while out on one of my weekly dumpster diving trips, I discovered a box full of film reel and videotape, the ones you just saw, and realized that I had discovered a gold mine. So, for the duration of this documentary, I'll be investigating just what is the Manicorn. I first decided to ask my fellow students if they have ever heard of the Manicorn.
Oh, excuse me, can I ask you something on camera?
Sure.
So have you ever heard of the Manicorn?
Manicorn? No. Is that a new candy or something?
Excuse me, do you know what the Manicorn is? Have you ever heard of it?
What the hell is a Manicorn? Is that half man, half corn?
Have you ever heard of the Manicorn?
I have not.
Alright, so have you ever heard of the Manicorn?
Yeah, like, I totally have.
So, when did you first see the Manicorn?
Well, I've never actually seen it. But, my best friend's sister's boyfriend's brother's girlfriends, heard it through this guy whose kid's uncle's old bowling buddy used to live with the Manicorn up in Washington State. You know, typical hippies just smoking doobies up in a cabin.
Awesome. So how did you come to get the photograph?
The photograph has been passed through each of those people over the past few months. The photo actually holds a special power to save the universe.
Awesome. Have you used this power recently?
I managed to stop some deep sea fishing pollutants from getting out, but that's really about it. Other than that, I mostly just use it to poop clean.
I was able to track down his contact fairly easily, who was more than willing to participate in an interview.
Hello, Mr. Summer Rain. I'm really glad that you were managed to, so that I was able to talk with you about the Manicorn.
No problem, brah.
Thank you. I guess my first question is, so when did you meet the Manicorn?
I met that guy last summer. I organized a Save the Bees rally at the biggest redwood in Washington Forest.
Cool.
He was the only other guy to show up, and we just really hit it off right off the bat.
That sounds wonderful. So was it like meeting him?
It was a little shocking at first. You know, a guy with a unicorn head, right? Like, what the fruit cup is that about, right?
Yeah, I mean, you don't really see many people like that everywhere.
Yeah. But, once we started talking and hanging, he was chill. It was cool. We hit it off with some brewskis, That guy can really down a 40, no biggie.
So are you aware that the Manicorn potentially could have killed someone? What would you say about that?
Nah, dog. There's no way. Nah, man. That son of a biscuit was too cool to do anything like that, There's no way. I don't buy that for a second. Where'd you hear such a ridiculous story?
Well, I came into possession of some video files and film reels, and one of them was of the Manicorn out in the woods, and he supposedly killed someone. I don't know. The film reels stopped beforehand.
You see, videos like that can be edited, People put too much faith in the technology of today when it's flawed, dog. I do know one guy, I would send pictures of the Manicorn to my old frat buddy of Alpha Sigma Sigma. You know, he was a killer dude. You know, um, that mother fruit cup. You know, he's so good with the ladies. I can send you his contact info. I'll mail you out a papyrus with his address on it, and you know you can get in touch with him. You know.
I very much appreciate that. Thank you.
Hey, no problem, dog.
As a matter of fact, Summer Rain's old fraternity, Alpha Sigma Sigma, was started at my university. His old frat brother still lived nearby and was willing to participate in an interview. Can you please state your name and your profession?
I am Franklin Lisa, and I am an artist.
So why do you do what you do?
Well, I think that the world deserves to see what true art is. And the Manicorn is nothing less than true art made manifest. I've never actually met the Manicorn in this reality, but I'd like to think that he speaks to me. I have seen countless vistas of the Manicorn, all contained within that image and every other site since then.
Can you describe some of your work that you've done of the Manicorn?
Well, I show the Manicorn really in all of the typical places we might find him in our hearts. The Manicorn displays the full spectrum of human and unicorn emotion, those beyond the grasp of our mortal comprehension. We have the Manicorn suffering from the existential crisis of modern living. The Manicorn experiencing the true fear that existence presents. We have the Manicorn as docile beauty.
And what can you tell us about this last painting they have over there?
Yes. I feel as though this piece captures the true form of the Manicorn. I call this one Matthew McConaughey.
But back to your artwork. Would you be willing to show us your artistic process?
It transcends mere words, but I could show you. This one is nearly complete. It captures beauty, yes, but it's missing something direly important. I long for the Manicorn to be inside of me, as I believe he belongs inside us all.
A month ago, I contacted animal physiologist Daniel O'Higgins to provide some of his input on the Manicorn.
I had
After reviewing the footage, I stick by my initial assumption, which is that this is just a man in a mask. He walks on 2 legs, he's got 2 arms, and the way he turns his neck, all human-like features. Even the unicorn head, I say, it's rubber. It's nothing more than rubber. I even got a letter from one of the victims' families explaining that this Manicorn is in fact real and it killed their brother. But I've seen things like this infect the minds of youth in the past, infect the minds of bright individuals. It's going to become another Loch Ness Monster fantasy or Bigfoot hoax if you feed this impression. I warn you, be careful where you tread. Be careful of what you're feeding. Because if you believe it to be true, it will become true.
I'm Jason Horowitz. I repair toasters for a living.
I'm Brittany Horowitz. I'm a professional housewife.
Thank you. So why did you send the death threats to Daniel O'Higgins?
Well, frankly, Mr. O'Hara doesn't even know what he's talking about.
He really doesn't. Jason's brother disappeared in the 90s. We haven't seen him since.
So how old were you when your brother Kurt disappeared?
I was about 8 years old.
And what can you tell about us about Kurt?
Well, only that he was an innocent boy and was taken from us by that horrible beast. We were all camping together and Kurt was just so adamant about finally seeing and getting a picture of the Manicorn, so he went off by himself at night and we never saw him again.
Right, so where was the actual location of you went camping and then your brother disappeared?
We were in Mount Equius.
Hi, it's me again. So, with information we just received from Jason and Brittany Horowitz, we're going to go visit where his brother Kurt last disappeared, down at Mount Equius. And as a matter of fact, Mount Equius is actually relatively close by to where my apartment is, so it's a plus for me. And here is my assistant, Ursula.
Hey.
Anyway, so we are going to go and head out there now. But we will keep you posted on any other additional news that comes as it comes. So I'll see you later.
So he forgot the external hard drive. Wonderful. And he has to go back in and get it so that we can have our stuff. It's good to work with someone that knows what they're doing, and yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, are you recording?
Oh no, I was gonna film you while you drove or
Cool.
something.
Just got the external hard drive. Let's rock and roll. How do you actually get to Mount Equius?
Figured you'd print out the directions or something.
Can you put it up on your GPS, please?
Yeah, sure.
Looking
we just got to Mount Equius, which is really fascinating to me because this is where Kurt supposedly disappeared however many years ago back in the 90s, as well as where that first footage of the Manicorn out in the wilderness was shot, supposedly. So it's gonna be really interesting. Again, we'll keep you posted as to our status on the Manicorn as it comes. Alright, see ya.
Status update from Ursula here. We've been walking for approximately an hour and 15 minutes. We didn't bring water because clearly the brain behind this plant is lacking in ability here, so not me. Oh god, he's looking at me. So yeah, this is fun.
Oh, so this is pretty cool. I believe we are at the exact same place that the archive footage was shot back of the Manicorn back in 1967. So if I believe, he walked from around this direction to that direction. So we're gonna hang out here for a little bit.
So we've been waiting here for about an hour and 15 minutes.
Nothing's happened, but I'm still diligent about everything. Pretty thirsty though.
It's the last time I offer to help out my film class for extra credit.
I don't want to turn back now, but hopefully we have some water. But I'm still super excited about this. Oh man. Okay.
He's talking to himself.
Ursula, do you have any water?
No, you were the one that was supposed to bring the extra water.
Are you sure? Because I thought I told you that you wanted water. That you're supposed to bring it.
Pretty sure you told me that you were bringing the water.
Okay, maybe just like a little bit more. If we wait a little bit more, then maybe we could like walk back or something. Okay. Keep up the good work.
Yeah. You too.
Well, since you last saw me, Ursula decided to go and get some water because I don't know, she was thirsty or something. And I was just going to hang out for a bit, and eventually my camera battery died after looking back at all my useless footage. So now I'm trying to drive around and try to find some help because, as you know, I am using her phone, which I found along the trail. So I don't know where she is, and I'm trying to find her. And yeah. Okay. So. I was driving back. I don't know why I'm whispering right now, but I was driving back, and right now in front of me is the Manicorn. He's just kind of standing there, menacingly, and what is he going to do?
Hello, I am Dr. Richard Foxworth, and I am the director of Searching for Manicorn. Now, the footage you just viewed is the compilation of decades and decades of investigatory work, ending with the tragic and mysterious disappearance of Christopher and Ursula. And so my film, Searching for Manicorn, is the end result of their work. And as a way to not make their sacrifice in vain, I made sure that I did justice to this piece. And so, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, my film, Searching for Manicorn.
Man, oh Manicorn, you've been running since the day you were born, and your face looks so forlorn. You've been hiding that magic horn. Man, oh Manicorn, what can you do when your heart is torn? When your face looks so forlorn, been hiding that magic horn. I think I saw him the other night when we were drinking whiskey by the candlelight. gone underground. Man, oh Manicorn, you've been running since the day you were born, and your face looks so forlorn. You've been